Sure. Here's a story about someone who defied all expectations and proved everyone wrong. The unbreakable runner. No one believed in Daniel. Born with a congenital foot deformity, doctors told him he'd never be able to run properly. His parents shielded him, his teachers encouraged him to focus on academics, and his classmates, they either pitied him or ignored him. But Daniel loved running. Not just the act of it, the feeling of freedom, the wind in his face, the pounding rhythm of his heartbeat in sync with his steps. He watched races on TV, studied the best runners, and dreamed of the day he could compete. At 15, he asked the high school track coach if he could try out. The coach hesitated. "Daniel, you've never run competitively before. Your condition." "I just want a chance," Daniel said. The tryouts were brutal. His legs screamed in pain. His balance was off. The other runners were faster, more experienced. He came in dead last every time. His classmates laughed. "Nice try, man," they said, patting his shoulder as if he'd already given up. He hadn't. For the next year, Daniel trained harder than anyone. Early mornings before school, late nights on the track, he studied every movement, every mistake. He built endurance, sharpened his technique. People whispered that he was wasting his time, but Daniel ignored them. At the next year's tryouts, something was different. Daniel didn't just finish the races, he kept up. He placed in the middle of the pack. It wasn't first, but it wasn't last either. The laughter stopped. By senior year, Daniel was one of the best runners on the team. He didn't just make the team, he led it. He broke records. He won races. He earned a scholarship to college. The same people who once doubted him now cheered his name. And when Daniel stood on the podium at the state championships, gold medal around his neck, he looked out at the crowd, the teachers, the classmates, the coaches, and smiled, because he had proved them all wrong.